Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico, home to 3.5 million people, on September 20th. Maria is the 10th most intense Atlantic hurricane on record and the worst to hit Puerto Rico in over 80 years. The aftermath has been devastating to the island and its weak infrastructure, leaving Puerto Rico in a humanitarian crisis. It caused 51 deaths on the island. The lasting effects to the infrastructure, environment, already struggling economy, public health, and social structures will be felt for many years to come. Total losses are estimated between $15.9 and $95 billion. It left 95% of the island without power, less than 50% of the population had drinkable water, and 95% of the island had no cell phone service. The number of disasters worldwide quadrupled since 1970. Though no single weather event can be caused by climate change, rising average temperatures are an important element of huge storms like Maria.
Adding to that, according to the Center of American Progress, the curing wave of disasters has taught us that recovery takes time, including planning and preparation from governmental and non-governmental agencies. Cure and disaster policy, poorly designed infrastructure, and homes have required repeated and costly repair and rebuilding, which threaten the health and safety of all Americans. Mitigation funds are low, and long-term planning and investing in preparation and infrastructure is needed. For example, for every $1 spent on mitigation measures ahead of a disaster saves $4 down the road, according to the National Institute of Building Sciences. The humanitarian crisis in Puerto Rico is the responsibility of the United States, and although there has been response within the last weeks, it is slow. Around 14,000 troops and National Guard members have reached the island, and FEMA has thousands of individuals on ground distributing meals and water. The help sent over by the government, along with the emergency relief package of $36.5 billion, is not suffice for the physical, environmental, and social damage in the island.
Business Insider. 10 days before Hurricane Harbor descended upon Harvey on Friday, wreaking havoc and causing widespread flooding, President Donald Trump signed an executive order revoking a set of regulations that would have made federally funded infrastructure less vulnerable to flooding. The Obama-era rules, which had not come into effect, would have required the federal government to take into account the risk of flooding and sea level rise as a result of climate change when constructing new infrastructure and rebuilding after disasters. Experts are predicting that Harvey, the most powerful storm to hit the U.S. since 2004, will cost Texas between $30 billion and $100 billion in damages. And in the coming days, Congress will be called upon to spend billions of federal dollars to help with the state's recovery and rebuilding efforts. So because of Trump's rollback of President Barack Obama's federal flood risk management standards, experts across the political spectrum say much of the federal money sent to Texas is likely to be wasted on construction that will insufficiently protect against the next storm. There is a clear distinction between political ideology and environmentally endangering situations. Donald Trump has made the decision to limit quality infrastructure and has delayed the recovery of our nation's growth. The Obama administration had the intention of preparing for situations of this matter. There was a moral obligation to protect the people of our nation, and the Trump administration failed to uphold that. There needs to be multi-sector collaboration, and everyone needs to be on the same page in order to aid in climate change.
The destruction caused by Hurricane Maria has left much of Puerto Rico in the dark, literally, but not all hope is lost. Many of today's most powerful and innovative tech companies are stepping up to the plate and providing the island with groundbreaking, sustainable energy solutions. Tesla has been a major contributor of power restoration on the island by way of shipping and installing hundreds of their solar plus storage energy systems, a combination of solar panels and storage batteries, for both commercial and residential properties. The Tesla Commercial Power Pack stores up to 50 kilowatts of solar energy and is now powering a children's hospital, showcasing how invaluable solar energy is when it comes to disaster relief and our environment. Along with electricity loss, Puerto Ricans have also been left vulnerable without phone or internet service. Alphabet X, Google's innovative parent company, has deployed an emergency set of LTE-enabled balloons to the island as part of their internet equity-based Loon project. Loon describes its balloons as floating mobile phone towers, with each balloon servicing almost 2,000 miles. Currently, only AT&T and T-Mobile users are able to receive service, but continued success will surely merit more communication-related partnerships and funding.
Our current president, Donald Trump, has called global warming a Chinese hoax and wants to scale back federal spending on clean energy, including R&D for wind, solar, nuclear power, and electric vehicles. This shows that he is not taking natural disasters serious and or climate change. We know that with the proper multi-sector collaborations that change can happen, and it is possible. For an example, in 2012, after Hurricane Sandy hit, Obama signed at least 9 federal emergency disaster declarations within the first 24 hours. This got the people the help they needed when they needed it most, and created steps and laws so that this would not happen as severe as it did before.